Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I wanted to do an updated pregnancy must-haves. So I believe when I did my must-haves last time, I was only like maybe 10 to 13 weeks pregnant. So I was in my first trimester. Now that I'm nearing the end, I wanted to update you guys on what I feel like are like my true must-haves. I have been through it all. I've been through, you know, the back pain, the rib pains. I've been through restless leg syndrome. I've been through sleepless nights. I've been through nights where I've slept like an angel. It's kind of like all over the place. And that's what, with pregnancy, it's kind of, every week can be a whole different symptom. Every week can be a whole different mindset as far as what you think is necessity. Let me get these little kitties down because they like to be bad. But anyways, so I am going to repeat some things that I did in my first video, but there are some new things that I'm going to add. First, let's just jump into like skincare, because skincare is huge in pregnancy. I have switched to using 3 different products. I used to use the Mama Bee, like Burt's Bee oil, but now I use these 3. And the first one is this Gold Bond Ultra Healing Oil, or not oil, I'm sorry, lotion. It is made with aloe, and it says it is the ultimate skin therapy lotion, 7 intensive moisturizers and 3 vitamins. So I use this. What I do is I take like 6 pumps of this, not kidding. Then I go in with bio oil, and I use like 6 pumps of this too. And then I go in with vitamin E oil and put that all together in my hand, and I start rubbing it together, and I rub that all over my belly, my back, my thighs, my butt, my boobs. And I really love the texture that it gives me, because if you just go with oil, then it's too oily. But if you just go in with lotion, then it's not enough. So I like that this kind of like dilutes, like this dilutes the oil a little bit, but it gives you that perfect moisture feeling without feeling sticky, without feeling like your clothes are sticking to you. I hate that feeling, but it's so nice because those 3 as like a concoction, the texture is just really good. So I've been using that basically my whole pregnancy. I've gone through many bottles of it, and I do recommend it a lot. As you guys can see, I'm like winded right now, like I'm out of breath, because baby boy just likes to sit up in my ribs and take my breath away. So that's fun. There is nothing wrong with just using a oil or just a butter or just a lotion. This is just what I find that works best with me and what I like as far as like textures go. So another thing that I really recommend is being comfortable. You want to be comfortable. So find yourself a really good set of like underwear, like bra and like sleepwear. So this is actually my new favorite like style of a sports bra. It looks like this, and it is just like this normal. It's a little bit longer, like the fabric comes down a little bit longer, like on like your ribs, but I like it because the fabric is really soft and stretchy, and it's not constricting at all, because with having rib pain, you do not want anything else tight on your ribs. But this sports bra is so nice. It doesn't have barely any padding, but just enough where you still feel like supported and lifted, but not where it's like, oh my god, I need this bra off. So I highly recommend this. The brand is Jockey, and I got this at Target. So I definitely recommend picking up yourself a really good sports bra. As far as underwear go, a little TMI, I actually don't wear underwear. I don't like the feeling of it, pre-pregnant or not, or pregnant. I just stick to just going commando. But I have found my holy grail PJ bottoms. So I actually, when I first got pregnant, I was using my husband's boxers to go to bed. And those are nice and all, but I wanted my own. Like, I wanted my own set, my own everything. So I found these on Amazon, and they come with like a pack of 5. This is the only one that's like clean right now. It's like this the tan color, but these are like stretchy boxers. They're called women's boxers, and oh my goodness, they are absolutely the comfiest thing to sleep in. They are so stretchy that it doesn't restrict your belly, doesn't restrict your thighs. It literally feels like you're wearing nothing, and it's the comfiest thing ever. They don't ride up. I just love them. My favorite like outfit to go to bed in is just these and like a big oversized t-shirt, and I'm set. I feel like I feel good for the night. And also having something like tighter like this rather than wearing like looser shorts, you'll notice towards the end of your pregnancy that you toss and turn a lot. So when I wear something that's a little bit more baggy, I feel like when I'm trying to move, I can't move as fast, or I can't move as good. And you already can't move good to begin with. So this just like helps. I don't know if it's just me, but I like it. And I'll link everything down below. The brand is Sexy Basics. So there you go. I just literally Googled, or not Googled, I went on Amazon and searched women's boxers, and I honestly think this was like the first thing to pop up, and I was like, all right, sold. And they come in a bunch of different colors. Sticking with the sleeping theme, I didn't bring it out here just because it's huge and I can't even get it all in the frame anyways. But a pregnancy pillow is a must-have. So sorry if you hear my cat back there, he's playing. But yeah, my pregnancy pillow is a must-have. I cannot sleep without it. It is the best thing to ever be created. I mentioned it in my first must-haves, but now that I'm like super pregnant, oh yeah, I would die without that thing. It is so comfortable. It is a lifesaver. If you have rib pain, if you have back pain, if you have restless leg syndrome, it helps. So what I do is, mine is like the actual, like it's a big U. It's not the one that is just like a C shape. It's actually a U. So I like it because it gives me comfort in the front and in the back. And then if I have to switch and turn sides, I don't have to switch my pillow. It's already the same on both sides. So if I'm having really bad back pain, I will shove the back of the pillow like under my back to give me a little bit more support. Or if I'm having rib pain, I will put the front of the pillow close to my belly and kind of like lean on that as well. But I've also noticed when I get restless leg syndrome, I wrap my feet around the bottom and literally tighten my legs up on it as tight as they can go, and it gives me a little bit of relief. But restless leg syndrome is literally the worst. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, if you experience this, then I'm so sorry, because it is so rough. But yeah, so I definitely recommend the pregnancy pillow. I will link it down below for you guys. You don't have to get my exact one. I'm sure there's a bunch of different brands out there, but I really do recommend it, and I couldn't sleep without it. So hands down, probably like my #1 must-have. I swear, every time I get to filming, my cats get like the zoomies, and they're running around all behind me, and they don't want to be quiet. So I'm so sorry about that if you hear them running down the hall. It's like they do parkour off my couch, and like, it's the worst. But going back towards kind of like the 1st to 2nd trimester must-have is a baby Doppler. So I absolutely love having this. I just got it from babydoppler.com. It was like $50, and it saved me in my 1st and 2nd trimester, because there were times, obviously, when the baby is so small and you can't feel movement, you can't feel anything like that. So this was just like a reassurance that everything was going good. And now that you're like, whenever you get later in your pregnancy, you go to the doctor so often and they do this so often, so I never reach for this anymore. But it is amazing if you are one of those people that just want to keep checking. And it was only $50, and it's just nice to have like that peace of mind. And it comes with the ultrasound gel, which is really nice. So I definitely recommend picking this up if you are early on in your pregnancy and you just want to kind of check in there, because those monthly appointments feel like a lifetime before your next appointment. So this helps. I really recommend it. I do not reach for it anymore, just because, like I said, with the doctor appointments, we go so often that I don't need to, and I could feel him moving so much, like he's very active. So I don't reach for this as much, but it is amazing for those who want to just double check. So definitely recommend this. I think I've also mentioned this in my first one, but I am going to mention it again just for those that haven't seen that video. I want you guys to know how important it is to be comfy. Like I said with the whole boxer thing, this goes on through not just sleeping, but through your whole day. Because if you're not comfortable, you are going to be miserable. So I really recommend picking up a really nice pair of leggings. So I have these are the maternity ones. These are from the brand Blanqi. They are pricier, but they do last you the whole pregnancy. So I only picked up 2 of these throughout my whole pregnancy, and I do believe that they're like maybe $45 to $50 a piece, which I know is a lot of money, but you get like your money's worth because you don't have to keep buying them, and they're really great quality. So these are like a really nice tight material, meaning that they're not see-through. So I like to wear leggings that I don't always want to have to cover my butt because it's see-through. So I wear these a lot with like cropped hoodies, cropped tank tops, t-shirts, anything like that, because this covers the belly all the way. So I love that it gives me the support and also the coverage. And like I said, they're not see-through, they're really good quality, and I love them. But there are days where I do not feel like having all that restriction on my belly. Not that they're restricting, it's just getting them on now that I'm bigger is more of a hassle. Once they're on, I'm golden. But these were like my favorite between like my 20 week to like 30 weeks. Like I loved the feeling of these because I was feeling them out. I still love them, don't get me wrong, I still wear them. But I feel like now that we're getting here in PA, we're getting into the colder months, so I can get away with wearing like oversized sweaters, and I'm wearing hoodies more, that I don't really want to wear something so tight on my belly. I kind of just want to like let my belly go. So I recommend picking up just a really nice pair of cotton leggings. So these are my favorite. They come at like right below my belly button. I can put them under my belly if I would like, but I can also rest this right on my belly, and it's not going to restrict my belly at all, which is so nice, because that's why I love these, is because you definitely don't have any restriction as far as like cut off in the middle of your belly. But these are just so much more comfier to put on and wear throughout the day. They aren't as tight, they are a looser, stretchier material. And I just really like to grab these if I'm wearing something a little bit more baggy, a little bit more comfy. If I want to dress up a little bit more, I go for these just because of the quality and the fact that they look better rather than for comfort. So I definitely recommend picking up a legging that you feel really comfortable in, and then a leggings that you can throw on if you want to like spice up your outfit, dress up a little bit, or wear anything like cropped, stuff like that. So these actually are not maternity, the ones that are just like the cottony, but these are actually one size, and they stretched with me throughout my whole pregnancy. They're not see-through. I wear these literally on the daily. I have like 20 pairs of them, I'm not even exaggerating, and I recommend these for sure. next up on the comfort scale is once you reach your, you know, bigger months, like your seven months and on, maybe even 6 months, just depending on, first off, weather and like your body and your pregnancy. I started to have my feet swell right around 7 months, and it is so uncomfortable if you have tight restricting shoes. So I definitely recommend picking up a pair of shoes that are comfy, that you know that are going to stretch with you throughout the day if you do start to swell. And I picked up, these are actually the brand Hey Dudes, and they're really dirty. I'm so sorry, but these are well loved and abused here at this point towards my pregnancy. These are my favorite. When you first get them, they are a little bit like tight because they're not broken in because of this little like shoelace right here. But now that I've had them for a few months, they are so broken in, they're so comfortable. And I don't wear socks with them because, like I said, I swell. So I want like the less restricting as possible. But these are so comfy, and I wear them with almost like every outfit. I also have another pair that I just picked up that is a little bit more like winter style. These are wintry with the fur, but these ones have like fur that like wraps down, and they're super cute, and they're a darker color. So I definitely recommend picking up a shoe that you love and that you feel comfortable in. It does not have to be the Hey Dudes, but there's some shoes, like when I wear like my UGG boots, I feel like when I take those off, my feet are so swollen and so uncomfortable. Also, if I wear like sneakers or tennis shoes, like I just can't anymore. I don't know, like just that tightness. It's just my feet swell now, my ankles, my calves. Like I just want something that's gonna not give my feet a lot of pressure and just let them have like room to like grow in them throughout the day. So that's why I definitely recommend the Hey Dudes. But any moccasin or any type like of shoe like this is gonna feel really comfortable as long as it's stretchy. And like, I don't know, I just feel like these little things can change your mood through the day. If you are uncomfortable in any way, as far as your feet hurting, your back hurting, your belly hurting, as far as like tight clothing, then it's going to reflect in your mood for the day. And with me, I know that comfort is key, and I just want to be comfy all the time. So another thing with that with swelling is, as you guys can see, I don't have my wedding ring and wedding band on anymore because my fingers are swelling and I can't wear them anymore. So I picked up this little silicone ring. No, it's not my favorite. No, it's not the most aesthetically pleasing, but I like it just because it feels like I still have my ring on without having my ring on. So I took those off. The one night my fingers were so swollen, I just could not get them off. The next morning my fingers weren't as swollen because I get more swollen at night, so in the morning it's like a little bit better. I was like, all right, it's time to take these babies off. No more messing around, because I didn't want to have to worry about labor and my fingers swelling, and then if I needed to take my rings off, then them having to cut them, or me panicking trying to get them off, because when I'm swollen, I cannot get them off at all. So, and I know it's only going to get worse because I'm only 33 weeks. And so I just was like, okay, it's okay. We got a month and a half left of no more rings. So I'm sticking with the silicone rings for now and calling it a day, but it's okay. It's better than nothing. Another must-have that I really recommend is getting yourself a really nice water bottle. Now, I am really weird about cups. I don't know if this is just me or if this is just like everyone does this, but I feel like the type of cup that I have influences me to drink more. Like if I like my cup and it's keeping my beverage cold, or I don't know, I just feel like I reach for it more. So I used to have this cup where it like tracked like, oh, 7 a.m., 9 p.m. or 9 a.m., 10, whatever, like it tells you like to keep drinking. Those ones do not keep your water warm. Or see, listen, I had pregnancy brain so bad. Those ones do not keep your water cold at all. So I found this one I don't know, maybe like when I was 5 or 6 months pregnant, and I use this every single day. I never leave my house without it. I don't go to bed without it. If you see me out and about, I have this with me because I always have water in here, and it keeps my water ice cold all day long. It keeps my ice in here. It doesn't melt. It's so amazing because then it makes me want to drink water more. And I really try to keep my water intake up as much as possible throughout my whole pregnancy. So I love this cup, and it is nice because it fits right in my cup holder in my car, and it keeps my ice and my water cold all day, and you can't beat it, and it's cute. So definitely get a cup that you can keep track as far as how much you're drinking, and something that's gonna help you want to drink more. This I just got at Target. It's just the reduced brand, and I love it. Last but not least, I definitely don't want to say that this is an essential or a must-have, but it is just an extra perk if you can. I recommend getting prenatal massages if you can. They are pricey, they do add up, but I do think that they help a lot. If you are struggling with back pain, with rib pain, with hip pain, literally any pain, your feet, anything, I recommend getting a prenatal massage. I go roughly about every 3 to 4 weeks. There were some weeks where I was going like every 2.5, but now it's kind of like leveled out where I'm starting to get a little bit more used to the pain, I feel like. It definitely has not gone away, but I feel like it's definitely more of a, okay, well, I'm used to this, so I can deal with it type of pain. But between my like 25 weeks to like now, I've been going very frequent just because it is painful. There's some days where you are in a lot of pain, and no, you do not need to get this. This is more of a luxury than a necessity, but if you can splurge on just at least one, I do think that you should. You feel so good after, you feel so relaxed, and I recommend it. I think it's amazing. Definitely go to someone that specializes in pregnancy, and you go to a prenatal massage, not just a regular massage. But yeah, if you could take one piece of advice from me just for pampering yourself one day, then just go book yourself a massage, and you will not regret it. You'll be addicted like I am. But yeah, I think I covered everything that is considered my essential. If I did leave anything out, I will leave it down in the bottom bar for you guys. But I feel like this is like my go-to things that I'm always using, always grabbing for, and I can't live without. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hopefully you guys can take a few of these items and add them to your must-have list. I will link everything down below that I mentioned, and I will see you guys in my next video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you then. Bye, guys.